You know when a game just clicks? There's a strange moment where you realize, yeah, this one's different. Like something about it feels so good that even when you're done playing for the night, you're still thinking about it the next day. I'm talking about the finals. This game, man, the sheer destruction, the chaos, the style, the art direction, it just stands out. Everything about it screams innovation. But I'll be honest, at first I had my doubts. Sure, it was fun. I had that oh wow factor. But in the early days, it felt a little thin. The kind of game you would play for a week, have a blast with, then slowly put down because the content runs out. I've seen it happen before. Games with amazing mechanics and hype just vanish after release. I thought maybe the finals would be one of those. Yet, here I am. A year and a half later, still playing, still loving every second, still getting that rush every time a skyscraper collapses around me, or when I pull off some ridiculous last-second cash out. And now, I'm convinced. The finals isn't just good. It's not just another shooter. It's one of the most innovative and entertaining FPS experiences ever made. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly why. Let's start with what makes the finals instantly feel different. The destruction. I know. We've heard that word before, destruction. Other games claim they have destructible environments, but usually it's just a couple of preset walls. They can blow up. This is next level. Every single part of the map, walls, floors, ceilings, even entire buildings, can be torn apart in real time. Not scripted, not pre-designed explosions, real destruction that changes the battlefield while you fight. It's one of those mechanics that sound cool in theory, but in practice, it's game-changing. Imagine you're holding the high ground, thinking you've got the perfect defensive setup. Then, boom, floor gets blown out from under you, and suddenly, you're free-falling. Or maybe you're the one pulling off that move, blasting through walls, creating new paths, dropping into enemy strongholds, like a wrecking ball. It's not just the chaotic for the sake of being chaotic, it's strategic. And it's chaotic. You're constantly thinking, what can I destroy to create an advantage? What's blocking my path? What if I just destroy the whole building? The brilliance is that the destruction is server side, which means everyone in the match sees the exact same chaos unfold. And every explosion changes the game for all players in real time. And trust me, once you get used to shaping the battlefield this way, going back to traditional shooters feels flat and very boring. Now, the destruction is just one piece of the puzzle. What really gives the finals its identity is the cash out game mode. Here's how it works. Instead of just racking up kills and placing bombs, your team's objective is to secure cash vaults, bring them to cash out stations or ATMs, and then defend them while the clock ticks. Sounds simple, right? It's not, because every single team's after the exact same cash, and they're willing to tear down entire buildings and steal it from you. And what I love about this mode is the tension. It's not just point and shoot, it's about strategy, creativity, and adapting on the fly. Do you turtle up, fortify a cash out station with wall and goo? Or do you blast through every entryway and force enemies into predictable choke points? Do you sneak in as a light class and ninja grab the cash right under their noses? Every match feels like a scene from a heist movie. You're never just fighting the other team. You're trying to outthink them, outposition them, outcreate them. And that's something most FPS games don't give you. The chance to play smart, not just aim well. You do have to aim well though. Plus, pacing is perfect. The cash outs create these mini finales multiple times per round. You get those high stakes last second, everyone's panicking moments. Not just once at the end of the match, but over and over and over again. Let's talk about the classes. Lights, they're the glass cannons. Fragile, low health, but blazing fast. They thrive on movement, grappling hooks that send them swinging across rooftops. A light can dismantle an entire team before you even realize what happened. They zip around, constantly on the move, always flanking, always harassing. And yes, they're squishy, but when played right, they're absolute nightmare fuel. Mediums? Well, they're the anchors, the backbone of any solid squad. They might not have the raw speed of a light, the raw power of a heavy. What they bring to the table is control. Healing beams keep the team alive mid-fight. Turrets hold down choke points, and their dematerializer can literally open or close new pathways by erasing walls and floors. Mediums are all about versatility. They can adapt to whatever the team needs, whether that's defense, support, or just locking down a key defensive position. The heavies? They're demolition crews. Big, tanky, loud. Heavies don't sneak around, they make entrances by blowing entire walls apart with RPGs, smashing through structures with sledgehammers, or laying down glue to block paths and create instant fortifications. Yeah, you heard that right. Goo guns. Sounds weird? One of the most creative tools in the game though. Heavies thrive on chaos. They break everything around them and create space for their team. Here's the thing, each class isn't just strong on its own. The real magic happens when they work together. A light can scout and flank, while a medium locks down the vault, and a heavy tears apart anything in its way. It's the kind of synergy that makes every match feel like chess, if chess pieces had rocket launchers, goo walls, and grappling hooks. The Finals has an interesting style. Most FPS games go for realism, or gritty war vibes. Battlefield. Final said, nah, let's be bold. The entire game is framed like a futuristic game show set in VR. You got live commentators, bright neon arenas, sponsors plastered throughout the battlefield, and this electric energy just makes the field game alive. It's not just about looking good, it's about feeling different. One of the sponsors even has its own real website they can go to. The maps feel like arenas made for spectacle, where every fight feels like it's happening on TV, live TV, which commentators even hype up big moments, which just adds to the feeling that what you're doing is epic. Let's talk about the graphics just for a second. It's an Unreal Engine 5 game. It runs smooth, the game is gorgeous, the lighting, the reflections, the way destruction looks in motion, amazing. And it's shockingly smooth. Explosions, crumbling buildings, debris flying everywhere. It's like controlled chaos, and it never feels clunky. I get 90 frames per second all the time. It runs on a PS4. It's that kind of polish that makes every match feel like something's worth clipping and rewatching later. Now this is where I think the Finals really shines. Skill ceiling. It's not about having good aim, of course, that matters, but it's about how creative you can think about it. In most shooters, the map is fixed. You learn the meta routes, you memorize angles. In the Finals? No. Map changes every second. You can make your own meta. Did the team fortify their cash out? Cool. Blow the roof off. Or come up from below. Or, better yet, smash through an entirely new entryway, demolishing the building, and there's no map left. You're rewarded for thinking outside the box, for being unpredictable, and for finding solutions that no one else saw. It's the kind of game that where even after hundreds of hours, you're still finding new tricks. New ways to approach fights. New moments where you say, wait, I can do that? And that's what makes it so competitive. There's always room to improve. There's always a way to outplay your opponents, not just with aim, but with pure creativity. The tough shells kick off a bold play. So why isn't everyone playing this game? Well, It's all about marketing. Finals was made by Embark Studios, a team full of ex-Battlefield developers. And you can tell, the attention to detail, the destruction, the chaos. This is like Battlefield's DNA evolved to something fresh. But it didn't launch with the hype train that games like Call of Duty or Valorant get every year. And that's a shame, because this game deserves it. It's not trying to copy anyone. It's not another Me Too shooter. It's not a CSGO clone. It's doing its own thing. If you ask me, it's doing better than 90% of the shooters out right now. Here's the part where I'm just gonna say, you need to try this game. It's free. What do you got to lose? If you're tired of stale metas, tired of predictable matches, you want something fresh, chaotic, and creative, go get the finals. It's free. And there's no pay to win. You just download it, you play it. It is 55 gigabytes, but it's not the 250. You know, just uninstall Call of Duty. I promise, one match where you and your team pull off a crazy last-second cash-out after blowing a building to rubble, you'll be hooked. Finals isn't just another FPS, it's a playground of chaos, creativity, and pure adrenaline. So I want to know, have you tried the finals yet? If you have, what's your wildest, most insane play so far? Let me know down in the comments. If you've enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in the arena. This game deserves the spotlight, and you deserve to experience it.